On the show tonight, first the story that we have taken up vigorously for the last 2 days, the shocking beating of the Thane shopkeeper by the MNS workers. We will put the questions to the Maharashtra government again. Why are these goons still not in jail? Who exactly is protecting them? At 1:30, the big political showdown in Bihar ahead of the crucial assembly elections over the revision of voters list. Why is the opposition up in arms? And what is the Election Commission's rationale behind the sudden exercise is what we ask a battery of newsmakers who are lined up later on the show. But first up, over 72 hours after the Mumbai shopkeeper was assaulted for not speaking in Marathi, his ordeal, remember, was filmed and circulated online by the assailants. And over 24 hours after the FIR was filed, the police finally recorded the statements of the 7 accused. The 7 men, members of the Raj Thakre's Maharashtra Navnirman Sena, which is the MNS, they have refused to apologize for the assault. But they have deposed at the Deputy Commissioner of Police's office. The question is, why were they not taken into custody? Why no arrest so far? Is the question that I ask on the show tonight. And another one would be, does this hooliganism have sanction of the state?
They beat, they ran, they remain brazen, and the cops and government keep dragging their feet. The Gunda Raj continues unchecked. 2 days have passed since the MNS goons beat a lone shopkeeper inside his shop. The video went viral. It triggered outrage, but the system is unmoved. Despite an FIR being filed against all 7 accused, not a single arrest has been made yet. Adding insult to the injury, the accused are arrogant and unapologetic.
उसका जो बात करने का तरीका है ना वो गलत है।
क्या पूछ रहे हो आपने मराठी के लिए?
उसने नहीं
मराठी ना
के लिए मारेगा। जो गलत व्यवहार करेगा तो हमारे को ना फर्क नहीं पड़ता है गुनाह दाखिल होने से। मराठी के मुद्दे के लिए हम लोग गुनाह लेने के लिए तैयार हैं।
The police and the government are hiding behind the rule book to justify their inaction.
तुरंत एफआईआर हमने रजिस्टर कर ली गई है। 7 लोग जो है उनको आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया गया है। 3 लोगों को नोटिस दिया गया है। अभी कानून में ये प्रावधान है कि 2 साल से ज़्यादा सज़ा नहीं, उसमें 7 साल से अगर कम सज़ा रहे तो उसमें अरेस्ट नहीं कर सकते। तो हमने नोटिस सबको सर्व किया गया है और सब पे प्रिवेंटिव एक्शन भी हम ले रहे हैं। जल्द से जल्द हम इसमें इन्वेस्टिगेशन करके चार्जशीट जो है कोर्ट में फाइल करेंगे।
Even before the outrage over that incident could die down, another video of MNS hooliganism has surfaced. This time, MNS workers barged into the home of a man, Kedar Soman, who had posted a comment against MNS chief Raj Thakre on social media. Shockingly, though, it is Kedar Soman who has been detained by the police while no action has been taken against the MNS workers caught on camera. As expected, senior MNS leaders have come out defending the actions of their workers, saying those living in Maharashtra must speak Marathi. Shockingly, even Maharashtra ministers have echoed this sentiment, though they did condemn the violence.
महाराष्ट्र में मराठी तो बोलनी ही पड़ेगी। अगर मराठी नहीं आती है तो आपका ये एटीट्यूड नहीं चलेगा कि हम मराठी बोलेंगे नहीं। हमें किसी और लैंग्वेज का अपमान हमें करना नहीं है, लेकिन मराठी में अगर कोई महाराष्ट्र में कोई मराठी को डिसरिस्पेक्ट करता है तो बिल्कुल वहाँ पे हमारे कायदा हम लागू करेंगे, उसके ऊपर कार्रवाई करेंगे। जिन्होंने भी उनको मारपीट की है, बिल्कुल उनको एक ही संदेश देंगे कि कायदा हाथ में मत लीजिए।
शॉपकीपर को मारने की वजह क्या थी ये जाना जाता है। सरकार की कोई ऐसी भूमिका नहीं, किसी ने गुंडागिरी नहीं करना चाहिए। सरकार सक्षम है, आप सरकार पुलिस के पास रिपोर्ट करो, पुलिस के ऊपर कार्रवाई करेंगे।
The opposition is now questioning the Maharashtra government's inaction, accusing it of emboldening MNS goons to terrorize citizens.
सरकार ने तुरंत एक्शन लेना चाहिए, कड़ी से कड़ी सजा देना चाहिए। मुंबई ये शहर मेट्रोपोलियन है, दुनिया भर के लोग मुंबई शहर में रहते हैं। संविधान ने अधिकार जो दिया है सबको अपने अपने भाषा और अपने धर्म के प्यार करने का अधिकार दिया है, लेकिन किसी को जबरदस्ती करने का अधिकार नहीं दिया है। और इस तरह से दहशत पैदा करने का काम वो ना करे, ये सरकार को हम सूचना देते हैं।
NDTV will not rest till these MNS goons who've been troubling citizens in the name of Marathi pride for years face the law. But the question remains, Why no strict action unless incidents turn violent or go viral? Why are the accused still free despite being clearly identified on video? Who has been shielding them all these years? And why are ordinary citizens being vandalized, humiliated, and threatened, all in the name of Marathi? The government owes answers. Now it's time for the Maharashtra government to act and act decisively to send out a message that no one is above the law. With Sujata Dwivedi, an NDTV Bureau Report.
And the Marathi versus non-Marathi row is taking a new form every day in Maharashtra. An altercation over a phone recharge in Thane has snowballed into a Marathi versus non-Marathi row. And this time it is a member of parliament of Uddhav Thackeray's party. And this again is a viral video in which some non-Marathis are seen apologizing to a Marathi man as he slaps them across the face. This comes at a time, of course, when the language row is intensifying in the state, as we have seen that video of Maharashtra Navnirman Sena assaulting, workers assaulting a shopkeeper, no arrest so far. This row in Thane started with a man visiting a shop to get his phone recharged. This happened on July 1st. 43-year-old Kiran Tanaji Sawant asked the shop staff to recharge his cell phone. It should have been done. But the recharge did not happen due to a technical problem. Mr. Sawant, the shopkeepers in fact say, lost his cool and created a ruckus. This led to a scuffle between him and 4 to 5 staff members in the shop. Mr. Sawant then approached the police and filed a complaint. All that was going as per, if there is some kind of hurt or altercation which happens, this is what happens. Police then detained the 4 accused and released them after giving notice. The matter, however, then shifted to the office of former Shiv Sena MP Rajan Vichare. A video that has now gone viral actually shows Mr. Vichare hearing the matter from the shop staff. So he has, he is here the judge, jury and everything. He has perhaps a separate courtroom. He listens to all the altercations which happens. And at one point, one of his aides stopped a staff member from speaking and says, Marathi mein bol, Marathi mein boliye. This video then shows that Kiran Sawant, one by one, these accused assault him and he is apologizing with his folded hand. This is what is happening. Then they touch his feet. He responds by slapping them across the face. So what really is happening in Maharashtra? Is there some kind of competitive hooliganism which these cousins are engaging in? That is Uddhav Thackeray's Sena and MNS, which is of Raj Thackeray. Let me bring in the guests who are joining us. Mrs. Reshmi Tapase is Vice President of MNS. We have Rohit Chandravarkar, Senior Journalist. Samir Bakre is the spokesperson of the BJP. Jayesh Wani is leader of Uddhav Thackeray Shiv Sena, and Ganesh Sovani is a political analyst. Rohit Chandravarkar, first to you. This clearly seems to be the case of competitive hooliganism. Both the brothers' parties, cousins' parties are trying to get eyeballs because they understand when it is about Marathi pride, they have to hijack that narrative.
Yes, Maria. Let's look at the perspective. Look at Maharashtra. What is Maharashtra? This state does not distinguish or discriminate between languages. Look at Bollywood. Everybody understands that. Look at all the big film stars, Amitabh Bachchan, others, Shah Rukh Khan, others. Where are they from? They're from different parts of the country and they live in Mumbai. They've made their careers in Mumbai. The people of Maharashtra don't have anything against Hindi. They don't have anything against those who speak Hindi. It is the politicians who are introducing this polarization. That's the first point I want to make. The national perspective is that Maharashtra is a state where outsiders are welcome. Migrants have been coming to this state, working here, thriving here, building good careers in various industries, various sectors. And there's been no trouble. Where the trouble starts is when the politicians step in and they want to, create polarization on linguistic lines, especially ahead of elections. So I want to draw the attention of your viewers to the
who is the
fact that
custodian
within
of
3
Marathi
months or
pride
4
here?
months, there's going to be a
Rohit
big.
Chandravarkar, between the two, who is the custodian of Marathi pride? Between Uddhav Thackeray and Raj Thackeray?
Exactly. So in 3 months or 4 months' time, Maharashtra is going for big poll season, election season.
Yeah.
Mumbai Municipal Corporation, Thane, Navi Mumbai, Pune, Nagpur, all these municipal corporations are going to polls. And that's where you have Uddhav Thackeray, Raj Thackeray competing with each other and other parties also competing with each other. And that's the reason you see all this playing out. Raj Thackeray's MNS, Manase as we call it in Marathi, getting active on the roads, getting aggressive and expressing themselves on
Will
the
it lead
issue
to
of language.
electoral success is the question that I want to ask Ms. Tapse. What will it really do except for people saying that if they get any kind of success in BMC elections, they'll be resorting to more such, friction between Marathis and non-Marathi speaking population?
मैं मराठी में बात करूं?
हिंदी में बात कर लीजिए नेशनल ऑडियंस के लिए.
ओके, ठीक है, हिंदी में बात करती हूँ. सबसे पहले बात, अभी जर्नलिस्ट का मैंने सुना
जी,
उनका कहना है कि इलेक्शन आने के बाद ये पार्टियां एक्टिव होती है. बराबर. मराठी का मुद्दा जब से मन से स्थापन हुआ है उस दिन से लेके आज तक मराठी भाषा, मराठी संस्कृति, महाराष्ट्र के लिए हम लोग सबसे पहले आगे हैं. हमें चाहिए मराठी भाषा का आदर रखिए. देखिए, इतने साल से यहाँ पे बाहर के राज्य से बहुत सारे लोग हमारे यहाँ पे हैं जो बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, सालों से रह रहे हैं
जी.
अगर आप यहाँ पे रह के मराठी भाषा सालों से रह रहे, जब आप हिंदी बोल रहे हो तो मराठी क्यों नहीं बोलना चाहते?
नहीं,
मराठी बोलने में दिक्कत क्या है?
लेकिन मैडम, आप लाठी लेकर के मराठी जबरदस्ती तो नहीं बोलवा सकती ना
मैडम. कैसे है ना, लाठी ऐसे होता है क्या कि कोई हिंदी में बात कर रहा है और जाके किसी ने थप्पड़ मारा, ऐसे होता है क्या? एक्शन का रिएक्शन होता है ना. अगर वो मिठाई वाले ने कुछ कहा है, उसके पहले का वीडियो आपने चलाया नहीं. कल से जो वीडियो चल रहा है आपके चैनल पे, सिर्फ 2-3 लोग आए, उसको थप्पड़ मारा, खाली यही वीडियो आपके चैनल के माध्यम से दिख रहा है. उसके पहले वो व्यापारी का जो अरेगेंस है, ऐसा नहीं कि वो वहां पे 25 साल से दुकान चल रहा है, जो हमारे कार्यकर्ता है उनको जानता है अच्छे से. जबकि मराठी हिंदी का विषय अभी जो चल रहा है, फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड से हिंदी का जो जीआर रद्द किया,
वो एक वीडियो आया, उसके अलावा बहुत सारे वीडियोस अब आ रहे हैं जहां पर MNS के जो वर्कर्स हैं वो जाकर पूछते हैं आप मराठी में बोलिए, हिंदी में नहीं बोलिए. तो आपको हिंदी से क्या दिक्कत है?
मैडम, ऐसा नहीं है. मराठी से क्या दिक्कत है ये मैं पूछना चाहूंगी. मराठी से क्या दिक्कत है? आज मेरा भाईंदर में मैडम जो मारवाड़ी समाज ने जो मोर्चा निकाला मेरा रोड में, जो मोर्चा निकाला, उनका जो एजेंडा था वो पूरा उन्होंने मारवाड़ी भाषा में बोला, क्योंकि उनकी वो फर्स्ट लैंग्वेज है. वैसे ही मराठी हमारी पहली भाषा है
जी.
तो महाराष्ट्र
अगर मराठी आपकी पहली भाषा है तो लोग बोलेंगे जब उनको ख्वाहिश होगी बोलने की. आप जबरदस्ती नहीं कर सकती. और एक चीज है, एक बात सुनिए रेशमा जी, कि यहाँ पर साफ तौर पे दिख रहा है कि यहाँ पे होलिगनिज्म हो रहा है. सो दैट्स माय क्वेश्चन टू समीर, व्हाई नो अरेस्ट सो फार? Is this some kind of state sponsored hooliganism? I mean, you are allowing it to happen. These hooligans are called at the office of a deputy commissioner. Statements are recorded and then they are let go. I mean, they are allowed to go. I mean, does that really work? You're not interested in running the state.
Hey, let me make it very clear that an FIR was registered against those 7 people.
And then?
The FIR was registered and their statements are recorded and preventive action is being taken. And let me say that we, Bharatiya Janata Party, have lot of respect for Marathi. We are all Marathi. We expect everyone to learn and speak Marathi, but resorting to violence because someone is not speaking Marathi is totally unacceptable in a state like Maharashtra or under constitution of the country.
That statement is just a statement, Sameer. Why no arrest? It has been over 72 hours now.
Maria ji, police commissioner has already explained that the sections under which those people are booked So no arrest can be made. So what I'm saying that law will take its own course. FIR is registered against those people. Again, FIR is registered and the charge sheet will be filed as soon as possible.
No, sir, there is a problem in which it is being approached by the administration and the government of Maharashtra. The sections were decided by whom? The FIR was lodged. These are videos which show that they are slapping a shopkeeper. You are giving them a long rope. Similar incidents can happen in other parts of the state as well. Let's not forget that there is a genuine fear that you are generating and you are sanctioning it.
See, that's a very serious charge you are making. Let me refute that. There is no such sanction. FIR has been registered. Their statements are recorded and a charge sheet will be filed. They will face the law and anywhere such incident will happen, the government will come down heavily on them. We have Marathi pride, but this is not
acceptable. It looks like that MNS workers and your party leaders are having some kind of competition here in trying to hijack this narrative of Marathi versus non-Marathi. That is all right. I mean, it is all right to set an agenda based on linguistic pride. But why resort to slapping, beating, thrashing?
When the people are not understanding properly, when the Marathi people are urging or insisting the people and they are trying to force us to speak in Hindi, then only it is the reaction. It is never happen in Maharashtra that people is going on the road and they are speaking in Marathi and the Marathi speaking in Hindi and Marathi people are going to beat them. It is not possible. It has been never be happen in Maharashtra. But the thing is that you are making some false statement before the national media. Madam, Arnesh Kumar judgment is very clear of the Supreme Court. When the punishment is less than 7 years, then no person shall be arrested in that matter, in that sections, without the prior notice under section 41 of IPC and 35(2) of the BNS. So if the police is not going to arrest, it means the arrest is not necessary as per the law. So you don't insist to arrest the people.
I am not insisting. I am saying that there are multiple videos which are coming now from the state. No, sir.
You are insisting
in an MP's office, a shopkeeper is beaten up and slapped. Do you think it's allowed?
Let me complete.
Is this some kind of banana republic that we are looking at?
Let me complete, Maria. Maria, ma'am, ask this question to Supreme Court, who passed a judgment in the judgment of Arnesh Kumar. They have given the direction that no arrest shall be possible without the notice in the section.
So there is nothing called.
No section.
So these images will continue to come, Ganesh Suvani, because the nature of charges which are being registered in that FIR are not strong enough for arrest. One should be prepared. One moment, ma'am. Ma'am, रुकिए जरा, रुकिए. मैं आ रही हूँ आपके पास. Ganesh Suvani.
Yes,
so what is becoming clear is that what MNS did in the past, it will continue to do, and the state will become a spectator here because the nature of the FIR is such that no arrest should be made.
Yes, my brother advocate Jayesh Mani just now explained to you that because of the Arnesh Kumar versus State of Bihar 2014 judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court, police machinery has literally become handicapped in not arresting any such hooliganism, the people who are involved in this small type of rioting or hooliganism.
Okay.
Specifically says that if the punishment that is warranted is less than 7 years, then they can't arrest it, which they used to do formerly before 2014, the judgment was passed. However, the time has come now that Supreme Court will have to review that particular judgment, as the incident says, in which though the punishment is of less than 7 years, but that is affecting the public safety of any individual who is not involved, is totally innocent, and is become beaten up for no justifiable reason, then perhaps this Arnesh Kumar judgment may not come into the play. Because the kind of violence that we have seen in the last 2 days, my head lies in a shame. I am from same Thana city where yesterday night that incident happened, and similarly Mira Bhainder, it is in the same Thane Taluka it has happened. So now what has happened on last Sunday, when the Maharashtra government withdrew the GR pertaining to the, I will not use the word imposition, but the Hindi language being used as a third language, this withdrawal has definitely surcharged and it has energized both the MNS and Shiv Sena workers without no doubt, and there every reason to be jubilant on that score. There is no dispute on that. But the question arises, you are sending a totally incorrect signal to the not just people in Mumbai or Maharashtra, but to the entire India at large. Imagine that Maharashtra is the biggest foreign investment attractor as on the date. If such kind of law and order is going to last in Maharashtra or more particularly in Mumbai, what kind of signal will be emanating from city of Mumbai to the foreign investors? If my money or dollars or pounds or anything which I am putting in Maharashtra or Mumbai in particular, then if it is going to be insecure because of this violence and buns and all that, then such kind of foreign investors, they will shy away from India. They will shy away from Maharashtra and Mumbai in particular. And today this incident has happened in parts of Mumbai, suburbs of Mumbai, because extension is an extension of Mumbai. Tomorrow it might happen in Kolhapur, Pune, Aurangabad, now it is known as Sambhajinagar, or Nagpur also. So if such kind of replication of incidents are going to take place, that will be sending totally incorrect signal to the world at large.
So what
Therefore,
kind
it's
of
high
world-class
time.
FDI destination you're trying to build here, Mr. Sameer?
Yeah, because if the law and order is not fine, it is not safe.
Absolutely.
Then what is the purpose of investing the
Yes,
money?
and linguistic pride, all right.
Ma'am.
I understand that. Some nationalism is something that drives people in the state. I'm coming to you.
Myra ma'am,
मैं आ रही हूँ
Myra ma'am, मुझे एक बात आप बताओ कि जो मराठी लोगों के साथ जो हो रहा है वो आपके चैनल ने कितनी बार दिखाया हुआ है, मुझे बताओ। कल्याण डोंबिवली में एक फैमिली को पर प्रांतीय लोगों ने मारा हुआ है, इसकी न्यूज कितनी बार चला है आपने? अभी कल का बात है, ठाणे में एक मराठी आदमी को 3 दुकान वालों ने, 3 व्यापारियों ने मिलके मारा हुआ है, उसकी न्यूज आपने चलाई क्या?
नहीं, क्यों मारा है?
आपको जो लगता है ना वही आप चला रहे हो।
नहीं,
आपको जो चाहिए ना वही आप चला रहे हो।
नहीं, रेशमा
आप
जी,
ये नहीं, आप मराठी मानुस के ऊपर अगर कोई हाथ उठाता है वो दिखाने हैं क्या?
You should say all this to your fellow politicians, not to a journalist.
मैडम, आप अगर आप एंकर, मैं बोल रही हूँ, आप एंकर
questions.
देखिए, आप अगर एंकर हो ना,
whimsical.
मारिया मैम,
all right.
मारिया मैम, आप एंकर हो, आप किसी को कैसे जस्टिफाई कर सकते हो कि आप कायर हो, आप गुंडा हो?
Sameer,
कैसे कर सकते हो?
Sameer, the question is, it's your government.
It's
your government, and you have to answer the questions which have been raised by Ganesh here. That what about the foreign direct investment? Are you not worried about the image of Mumbai, the financial capital, Maharashtra?
Maria ji, let me say very clearly to you, under Honorable Chief Minister Devendraji Fadnavis, who also is a Home Minister of our state, Maharashtra has received 40% of the FDI of India. So we are well ahead of all other states in terms of getting the FDI, in terms of progress. And one small incident or one sporadic incident doesn't just give the image of the state. Entire state is non-violent, and these are the incidences which are happening, and the law will take its own course.
Okay, so
and
law
they will
will
be
take
punished.
its own course.
Let me say this one more sentence.
I'm hearing it for
one
the
more
third
sentence
time.
at the time of Lok Sabha election.
Jayeshwani quickly, and then I'll give the last
Maria,
word to
one line.
Rohit Chandra.
One line, Maria ji, one line.
Myra ma'am. अच्छा, समीर जी, बोला तुम्ही.
Maria ji, let me say that at the time of Lok Sabha election, there was a fake narrative of constitution being changed. At the time of assembly election, there was a fake narrative of caste lines. Now at the time of Mahapalika election, they are taking a regional stand. So this is a pure politics, and Marathi BJP has done highest.
So you are saying that there is some kind of conspiracy
giving education
in which
in
MNS
engineering
and UPT Sena are together.
establishing
What is this conspiracy? Have the brothers come together?
मराठी में बात करना गुनाह है क्या? मराठी का बात,
Let's have Jayeshwani on it.
2 minutes.
Let's have Jayeshwani on it.
मैम,
Yes.
मैम,
Yes,
जिस बात
बोलिए.
पर गर्व होना चाहिए उस बात पर शर्म की जा रही है सोनी जी की वजह से, इसका मुझे बड़ा दर्द हो रहा है. महाराष्ट्र में अगर मराठी के लिए आग्रह किया जाता है तो उसका अभिमान होना चाहिए एज अ मराठी पीपल, बिकॉज rest of the states of India have a geography only. These states have history also. The thing is that in 1960s, our 106 people has died to make this reorganization of the state on the basis of language only. 106 लोग मरे थे हमारे. तब जाके मराठी राज्य बना था। और मराठी राज्य बनने के बाद अगर मराठी का विरोध करोगे, चलो आपके हिंदी का कोई विरोध नहीं है, लेकिन आप अगर ये कहोगे कि हिंदी ही बोला जाएगा, हम मछली नहीं बेचने देंगे, हम मटन नहीं बेचने देंगे, आप कौन होते हो हमारी कल्चर पर अटैक करने वाले? क्या कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, क्या इज दिस पॉसिबल दैट द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन अलाउ द ओनली वन लैंग्वेस्टिक पीपल टू एनक्रोच द अदर लैंग्वेजेस?
No, but how is
Our
this
Marathi
really,
language,
no.
you are advocating
It's
Hindi language.
convenient.
You are advocating.
Convenience.
Madam, let me finish in very proper way. आप तो उस चीज का एडवोकेट कर रहे हो कि हिंदी क्यों नहीं बोलने देते। मैं ये कहता हूं चैलेंज के साथ, चलो आप अपना टीसी दिखा दीजिए, अपना मार्क मेमो दिखा दीजिए, बताइए यूपी बिहार इन 2 राज्यों में कहीं हिंदी, कोई थर्ड लैंग्वेज हिंदी सिखाई गई है क्या, या कोई भी थर्ड लैंग्वेज और भाषा सिखाई गई? तमिल सिखाई गई, तेलुगु सिखाई गई
है, मैंने उर्दू सीखा
तेलुगु सिखाई गई,
मैं बिहार से हूं, मैंने उर्दू सीखा है थर्ड लैंग्वेज की तरह। चलिए, संस्कृत भी सिखाया गया है हमारे स्कूल में, मैंने संस्कृत भी सीखा है। रोहित चंद्रवर्कर, प्लीज कम ऑन दिस। Rohit Chandravarkar, I'm asking you, is there some kind of concern between the two cousins that this narrative of Marathi Manus, which was of course the idea which was created by late Bala Saheb Thackeray, the common man image, he used to be, he was the one who championed this narrative. Between the two brothers, I think electorally there is no comparison. MNS is down in the dumps. Uddhav UBT Sena is holding on to its ground. But it is all playing out in Thane district, where it is also a fight between the old Sena and the new Sena and the real Shiv Sena. Do you think that is what is playing out, and why in this entire battle between the two cousins, the real Shiv Sena, the symbol holder, why are they silent? Why is Eknath Shinde not responding or saying anything? Why is he not jumping into this narrative?
Bala Saheb Thackeray formed Shiv Sena in 1966 solely on the issue of Marathi Manus, that is the issue of Maharashtrians getting sidelined in Mumbai, etc. But as time passed, in the late 80s, along with Pramod Mahajan, a lot of thinking happened with the BJP, and late 80s towards 90s, early 90s, Bala Saheb Thackeray decided that he will walk on the path of Hindutva. Same thing happened with Uddhav Thackeray and Raj Thackeray, mainly because the demographics of Mumbai, Thane, the MMR as we call it, Mumbai metropolitan area, the demographic changed completely, and the migrants started dominating, and Marathi Manus was in a minority. Same is happening in many cities in Maharashtra. Now, look at the picture that we had during the assembly polls 6 months ago. Look at the picture we had during the Lok Sabha polls maybe a year ago. All the politicians of Shiv Sena and BJP and others were talking of Hindutva, and Hindutva was the agenda that they were running. And then suddenly now you come down to the municipal polls, which are likely to happen in October or November. There lies the answer to the question that you posed, that in Thane, there's going to be a tough competition between the original Shiv Sena or whichever the original is, and MNS and others. And that's where the Marathi vote counts. That's why you see these politicians who were mainly walking on the path of Hindutva, or still walk on the path of Hindutva, are now speaking about the pride of Marathi or other languages. You will see BJP backing the North Indian population, Hindi language and others. You will see Shiv Sena talking about Marathi Manus. You will see Eknath Shinde partly talking about Hindutva and partly talking about Marathi Manus. And all this finally boils down to the civic poll politics. More than 17, 18 municipal corporations in Maharashtra are going to polls. Biggest is Mumbai, which has a budget of 55,000 crore rupees annual budget. Thane too, and Pune and other cities too. Along with that, there's going to be polls in district councils, Jilla Parishad, as we call
Jilla
it.
Parishad elections, right.
More than 25 of them. So all this, the pride of Marathi Manus, pride about Hindutva, all these things are finally boiling down to that poll politics. That's how I see it.
Rohit, in all this, where is Eknath Shinde?
30 seconds only. 30 seconds only.
No, 1 moment.
So,
30 seconds.
Very good question. So Eknath Shinde feels that he look at the political situation. Eknath Shinde's home bastion
Yes,
is
Thane.
its home turf. It's Thane district.
Yes, yes.
Thane city. Now, Thane city, Thane district, which includes Kalyan, Ulhasnagar, all these areas, MMR region, that is now, majority of the demographics is non-Marathi, non-Maharashtrian population. You have Sindhis, you have Gujaratis, you have North Indian migrants, you have maybe people from South also. So for Eknath Shinde, it makes sense to walk on the path of Hindutva more prominently.
More
Of course, he
Hindutva, less
also
on
has
Marathi
some
pride. But it's
Marathi
interesting
voters,
how
But he will mainly focus on Hindutva, and that
yes,
makes sense for
absolutely.
him.
That's what it appears, certainly also from what is the indication that is coming in from the BJP. Mrs. Reshma, Rohit, Samir, Jayeshwani and Ganesh, really appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us.